Less than 2 weeks away from a historic recall election. The upcoming recall race for governor and lieutenant governor is creating a scenario seldom seen in Wisconsin politics.
For the first time in more than 40 years, voters will choose those candidates in separate races. And typically, the two run as a team, but as Fox 11's Eric Peterson found out, it could mean victory for both Democrats and the Republicans.
When voters head to the polls June 5th, they will be part of history. It's an attempt to recall the governor and lieutenant governor too. A state constitutional amendment consolidated the ticket in 1970. The governor and lieutenant governor normally run as a team, but not this time. For the recall, the State Department of Justice ruled separate offices require separate races.
Meaning that voters could, in fact, split their ticket, so to speak, and we could wind up with Democrats in control of one office and Republicans in the other.
And that could make politics in the state's top offices very interesting.
Either the governor or the lieutenant governor could be a thorn in the side of the other one, because this is an elected statewide constitutional office, so they could use their state monies to issue press releases and statements.
It's a situation that has the attention of both candidates for lieutenant governor, but Democrat Malin Mitchell and Republican Rebecca Clayfish say a split victory is doubtful.
I think when someone goes to the polls, when they vote for a Democratic governor, they would in turn vote for a Democratic lieutenant governor.
I don't think there's going to be too much crossover voting in this recall election, and so I think this is an extremely unlikely scenario.
Political ramifications aside, the Appleton City Clerk says the process of voting in this recall election should be about as easy as it can get.
So it's strictly those two offices. It's very concise and clear, and should be quick for everyone when they go to the polls and vote on election day or vote absentee.
Yes, it's another chapter in Wisconsin's recall history, one that I think both sides are hoping will be over soon, but we'll know a lot more how the process works in the future.
In Appleton, Eric Peterson, Fox 11 News.
The last time the two parties shared the executive branch was back in the 1960s. Republican Warren Knowles was governor, and Democrat Patrick Lucey served as his lieutenant.